Today, I'm going to show all the figures made for the Return of the Jedi between the years of 1983 to 1984. I'll go over the names of who they are, their history, release dates, and how much I paid for them, and where I got them. So let's go. Welcome back to the channel. When Return of the Jedi hit theaters on May 25th, 1983, it was the most anticipated movie of all time because of the huge cliffhanger that The Empire Strikes Back gave us. What would happen to Han? How would the rebellion bounce back? And how would they resolve Luke and Vader's conflict? Not only would Return of the Jedi answer all of those questions, but we would get new characters and be introduced to new planets. And with these came the toys, and Kenner delivered. The figure molds were even more detailed, the accessories even more impressive, and the number of figures had collectors saving their hard-earned money. And it all began with Admiral Ackbar. Admiral Ackbar was officially shown as a promotional mail-away figure on the 48B Empire Strikes Back card backs. When fans sent in 6 proof of purchases, they wouldn't get the carded figure, however, but Ackbar would come in a white mailer box. Admiral Ackbar would get his official release in 1983's Wave 1 of the action figures on the 65A Return of the Jedi card backs. He comes with a black staff that's unique to Ackbar. The loose figure in my case is from my childhood collection, and I bought his staff from Facebook for $15.12. 9nub was initially offered as a promotion on the 48 backs of the Return of the Jedi transition cards and would come in a white mailer box. In 1983, he would get his official release on Wave 1's 65A card backs and comes with a black pilot blaster. I got mine from Orange Droid Vintage Toys for $17.86. Luke Skywalker Jedi Knight outfit was released in 1983's Wave 1 on the 65A Return of the Jedi card backs. Luke is molded in his black Jedi robes with a soft goods brown hooded cloak. Some collectors say he should have come with a black cloak, but in the movie, Luke's cloak is brown. The way Jabba the Hutt scene was filmed and color processed, it darkened the cloak to appear black. The action figure cloak comes in 2 variations, with or without a metal snap. There are variation in Luke's other accessories as well. He can either come with a blue or green lightsaber. The blue lightsabers have only been known to be produced by the Smile Factory in China in the M3 mold variation. The Palace Blaster came in 2 colors, brown or gray. There were other colors of the Palace Blaster, but if you want to be correct and pair this figure correctly, it only came with either the brown or the gray Palace Blaster. I got my figure at Star Wars Celebration 2022 for $154.65. One of the great additions to the Return of the Jedi figures was Kenner's introduction to removable helmets, and we got one of the best with Princess Leia Organa's Bouche disguise. Released in 1983's Wave 1 of the 65A Return of the Jedi card backs, the figure itself has great mold details, with the mentioned removable Bouche helmet and her black Bouche rifle that is unique to this figure only. I have heard of collectors being able to holster the blaster on this figure, so if you want to show me how, post a picture on the Padawan Academy on Facebook. This figure was graciously gifted to me by a viewer named Gary M. We get our first figure from Jabba's palace. The Gamorrean Guard is one of the heaviest figures in the Kenner line and one of the biggest ones as well. He debuted on Wave 1's 65A Return of the Jedi card backs. The detail on the figures again shows off Kenner's attention to detail. The figure comes with an axe, which is unique to this character. I bought my figure from eBay for $33.12. The most elegant looking figure, in my opinion, is the Emperor's Royal Guard. Released in 1983's Wave 1 on the 65A card backs, this figure comes with a red soft goods robe and a gray pike that is unique to this figure. I got my figure from eBay for $57.67. We get our first of many Ewoks in Chief Chirpa, released in 1983's Wave 1 on the 65A Return of the Jedi card backs. This figure comes with a brown rubberized hood and a brown staff. This staff was used for 2 other figures. The Lily Letty Emperor used a black one. and the Lily Letty Wicket used a light brown one. The figure in my case is from my childhood collection, and I bought a staff on eBay for $14. Logray Ewok Medicine Man is the tallest of the Ewoks and was released in Wave 1 on 1983's 65A Return of the Jedi card backs. And let's just focus on the face detail. That is a warrior's face. This figure comes with 3 highly detailed accessories, a staff, a pouch, and a skull headgear, which are all unique to this figure. I got my figure from eBay for $34.96. Another one of Jabba's goons, Clay 2, was released in 1983 on Wave 1 of the 65A Return of the Jedi card backs. His face has some great detail, and he comes with 2 accessories, a tan soft goods and pleather skirt, and a gray vibro axe. I got my figure from eBay for $17.80. Here is a great Rebel Army builder, the Rebel Commando, released in 1983's Wave 1 of the 65A card backs. He comes with a tan rifle, and I got this figure on eBay for $34.43. Yet another figure from Jabba's Palace, Weequay, debuted in 1983's Wave 1 of the 65A Return of the Jedi card backs, and is another figure with some great detail both in the paint and the figure mold. This figure comes with the gray vibro axe. I bought this on eBay for $26.08. Another Jabba goon, Squidhead, was actually Jabba's accountant in Legends. This figure debuted in 1983's Wave 1 on the 65A Return of the Jedi card backs. This figure comes with an array of accessories, a gray Bespin blaster, a silver belt, a dark brown soft goods cape, and a light tan soft goods skirt. I bought this figure from eBay for $43.79. One of the first figures I remember being in the 25-cent bins at stores, General Maydean debuted in 1983's Wave 1 on the 65A card backs and comes with a white staff. I had this figure from my childhood collection and bought the staff from Facebook for $15. One of the scariest figures of all time, and another Jabba goon, Bib Fortuna debuted in 1983 in Wave 1 on the 65A card backs and came with 3 accessories, a heavy velveteen robe, a staff, and a belt. The figure mold is one of the best in the line and should be celebrated as one of Kenner's best renditions of a character. I got mine from eBay for $32.59. I remember getting Ree-Yees for Christmas, and since I didn't have a Boba Fett, he piloted my Slave 1. Another Jabba goon, Ree-Yees debuted in 1983 on Wave 1 of the 65A card backs. This figure comes with the gold rifle, which is also used by the Uncle Gundy figure from the Droids action figure line from 1985. The figure in my case is from my childhood collection, and I got the rifle from Facebook for $15. We get our second Imperial figure with the Biker Scout, debuting in 1983 on Wave 1's 65A card backs and coming with the Biker Scout blaster. This figure's main variant comes in 2 variants, in a short and long mouth version. The short mouth is from the Lily Letty Mexico factory. I bought my figure on eBay for $33.44. Lando Calrissian Skiff Guard Disguise debuted in 1983 in Wave 1 of the 65A card backs and is another figure to come with a removable helmet and comes with some great detail in the figure mold. Lando also comes with a gray vibro axe. I got this figure graciously gifted to me from Gary M. The Emperor was offered as a mail-away figure on the 65C Return of the Jedi card backs and originally came in a white box. He would get his cardback debut in 1984 on the 77A Return of the Jedi card backs in Wave 2, and he comes with a black cane. I got this figure gifted to me by my sister years ago from my childhood collection. The B-Wing pilot debuted in 1984 in Wave 2 on the 77A card backs and comes with the blue-gray Endor blaster. I got this figure from eBay for $72.73. Another Jabba goon, Nikto, debuted in 1984 on Wave 2 of the Return of the Jedi 77A card backs. He comes with the Skiff Vibro Axe, and I got mine for $35 at Toy Addicts in San Diego. Another figure from Jabba's Palace and the only droid offered in the Return of the Jedi figures, 88. debuted in 1984 in Wave 2 on the 77A card backs. This figure comes with no accessories. I got this figure from eBay for $18.99. Our second Leia figure is Princess Leia Organa in Combat Poncho, debuting in 1984 in Wave 2 on the 77A card backs, and is another figure with a removable helmet. This figure also comes with a soft goods camouflage poncho, a black belt, and a blue Endor blaster, which can be holstered in the belt. I got mine gifted to me from my mother before she passed away, and this is my most special figure in my possession. I got the helmet from eBay for $34.17. Wicket W. Warwick debuted in 1984 on Wave 2's 77A card backs, and is the smallest figure of the Return of the Jedi figures. He comes with a brown rubberized hood and a spear. The character was named after the actor that portrayed him, Warwick Davis, and the W stands for Wistery, which we find out in the Ewok cartoon that debuted in 1985. I got my figure on eBay for $65.24. Another one of Jabba's goons and played by Corey Williams in the movie Who is Billy D. Williams' Son. This figure debuted in 1984 on Wave 2 on the 77A card backs and comes with the Force Pike. I got this figure from eBay for $34.67. We finally get a Han figure in 1984. Han Solo Trenchcoat was in Wave 2 on the 77A card backs and comes with a tan camouflage trenchcoat, which comes in either a blank lapel or camo lapel, and a black Rebel blaster. I got this figure from Ryan L. at the ICCC in 2022 for $50. Tebow debuted in 1984 on Wave 2 of the 77A card backs. He comes with a wild boar headdress, an axe, and a horn on a strap. The figure I had in my childhood collection, and the accessories I got at the 2022 ICC-Con for $25. Pruneface debuted in 1984 in Wave 2 on the 77A card backs. He comes with a tan soft goods cloak and a brown rifle. This character's name is actually called Ori Marco, which we found out in 1995's Galaxy Guides 12, Aliens, Enemies and Allies by West End Games. I got this figure gifted by Nilda from Appetite for Collectibles right here on YouTube. Our fourth Imperial figure comes in the AT-ST driver, which debuted in 1984 on Wave 2's 77A card backs. He comes with the blue-gray Endor blaster, and in the movie was played by Return of the Jedi director Richard Marquand. I got this figure for $40.64 with a separated card back from eBay. Another one of the biggest figures in the line, the Rancor Keeper, debuted in 1984 in Wave 2 on the 77A card backs. He comes with a dark gray gaffy stick and a removable hood. I got this figure on eBay for $48.49. The next two figures were released on Wave 3 on the 79 card backs, but are always mistaken as being released on the Power of the Force line, calling them the Last 17. You'll find out that it should actually be called the Last 15. Lumet was released in 1984 on the 79C Wave 3 card backs and comes with a hood, bow, and a quiver. I got this figure with the coin from eBay for $98.83. Paploo debuted in 1984 on the 79C card backs and comes with a hood and staff. I got this figure for $120 on eBay, and the coin I got gifted to me from Nilda from Appetite for Collectibles right here on YouTube. Next time, we go over all the figures from the Power of the Force line, released in 1985. I hope this episode was fun for you to watch, and please give it a like if it was. And if you want to join me on the entire run, please subscribe. You can also visit my website, where you can get your own copy of my new and updated collecting checklist. You can get the version that best suits you. Some are fully editable, and you can custom fit for any collection line. To support me and help make these videos possible, please become a Patreon member. There's a link in the description. Or if you want to keep your support right here on YouTube, under this screen, there's a join button, and you get the same amazing perks as well. I thank all my channel supporters. Without your help, these videos would not be possible. And as always, my friends, thank you, and I will see you next time.
If you're new to the channel, check out the welcome video, or just check out the next episode. And please subscribe if you want to follow the journey. And remember, there is no shame in being a Padawan.